Hey fellow Vault Dwellers, it's Angry Turtle, and today we are talking about Sentinel's effect. The same will apply to Cavalier's effect, so just both. I will be only showcasing on one, because the other one is basically the same thing, just different requirement to trigger. Sentinel is, while not moving, Cavalier is working when running, sprinting. So that's the only difference. The different trigger requirement, but outside of that, the same effect when triggered. On the live game version, it's different and currently bugged. If you miss my previous video, I will give you a quick, short sample from that video. If you want to watch the whole thing, I will list it in here as well, but quick showcase of the problem with Sentinel on live game version. Serious bug that is present. So take a look on the live game version first, the Sentinel problem. It is a really good effect when it works, but it is bugged. And what this bug does, let me first show you based on this super mutant testing this armor, and then explain exactly how it works. So as you can see, sometimes when I get hit by this super mutant, I lose a chunk of damage. Sometimes I barely take any damage at all. Like, you can see the hit indicator and no damage taken. I don't have any perk, any reflect perk or anything like that that could be causing that. It's basically when a Sentinel triggers with Overeater's set of power armor, damage is so low that sometimes it's being rounded to less than 1, but sometimes I'm taking a huge chunk of damage. In the same time, if I switch the power armor to exactly everything the same, with only difference being no Sentinel effect, so this power armor has no Sentinel effect on any piece. Outside of that, it's as well Overeater's full set. I'm not changing any perks, anything like that, just changing the power armor now. And let's see again the damage. Now you can notice I'm consistently taking 2 damage per shot. It's very consistent. Almost always it's 2 damage. And now let's take a closer look on the new Sentinels that is coming from March update. So March update is supposed to change the Sentinels and Cavalier's effect. Now, 5% damage reduction per piece on armor while not moving. So it's changing. But there is no longer any trigger chance. It just always. When not moving, it always applying this particular reduction. Is it worth it? How does it translate into practice? As you know, in Fallout universe, the numbers, you don't just apply them. Unfortunately, it's not so simple. The actual results are either better than advertised or worse than advertised. As in case of the Sentinel on live game version, much worse, as you are taking more damage and not less. But now, how does it work? And I will show you that in case of power armor and regular armor, as those are different scenarios. So currently I'm wearing a power armor without a Sentinel effect. I have exactly the same power armor, but with Sentinel's effect. So I can show you how it works in practice on the actual build, like actual character. And here is the super mutant that is helping us out with this showcase. Opening the stat page, you can see the damage I'm taking. Is that 14? It's look like 14 consistently, taking 14 damage. So what would you expect if 25% would be applied for a full set? 25% less, we would expect to take 10 damage from 14 to 10, plus minus. So is it as advertised? Let's try it out. There is another power armor. Don't look at the name, it's not Aegis. It's the same as this one, but Sentinels. They all troubleshooters, as you can see. So troubleshooter effect has nothing to do with Super Mutant, but at the end it's a bonus I will show you as well versus the Guardian, if you will see a noticeable difference or not. Now, the Sentinel effect is carrying on all those pieces. Sentinels, full set, 25%, everything else the same. How much damage am I taking? 19 down to 9. So that was 9, 10. I was expecting 10, and 9 again. 10. So it's working actually a little bit better than based on calculation on paper. I would say I'm taking about 30% less damage. which is good. Which is really good. So it is working on power armor that makes a noticeable difference. Like taking this amount of damage less, and it's very consistent. So the bug is absolutely eliminated. There is no random spikes in me taking a huge chunk of damage. So no random spike, that is great. Now let's heal up, exit power armor, and we take a look on regular armor. So you know, regular armor performance is much weaker than power armor. We are starting, which one is, this one is regular. So let's wear a full set of troubleshooters. Blue Ridge is the regular, so that's what I'm having here. No sentinels. All pieces the same. And now, how heavily are being hit by this super mutant? From 200 down to... Oh, that's like 40 damage. 39 to 40. That's a lot. Like 39 to 40 damage. So that's the difference, by the way. Power armor versus non-power armor. That's significant difference. This super mutant is hitting us. Let's see how consistent it will be. If it's always around 40. Still, the Stimpack is working, but soon it will stop. Okay, 636. Will we be just under 600? Yes, so 39 to 40 damage consistently. It seems to be, yeah, 38, 39, something like that. 38, 39. So now, if we cut it down by 25%, I would expect to be taking around 30 damage after the improvement if I switch armor. Let's see one more. Yeah, it was 40 exactly this time. So 38 to 40 seems to be the thing for this super mutant. Now we are switching, so other set will have sentinels on all the pieces. All with sentinels now. Let's see if we'll be getting around 30. That's what I would expect if 25% is applied. So we want to see 30 damage. Okay, so it should be... Oh, it's less. It's less than 30 damage, which is good. Seems like consistently less. 30 would be 520 now. Let's see, 24. So that's 26 damage. So that's, again, that's followed. So percentage damage reductions are actually way more efficient than you would think. It's usually a little bit more than advertised, which is really good. Which is really good. Oh, it broke one of the pieces during the previous test. How dare you? Did it? Was it broken? Okay, let's repeat it again. At which point did it broke? No, it's fine. It's still close to 40 damage, so it was right. So Sentinels is working on power armor and on regular armor slightly better. Slightly better than advertised 25%. We are closer to actual reduction in damage taken of 30% with a full set, which I would say is really good. Now let's see versus Guardian as a bonus. Will we be able to tell a difference? So now what I will do for the Guardian test is, unfortunately, there is no way I could be super consistent with the Guardian. It's just too much firing, too fast. So you will need to be the judges. So first, troubleshooter set, no sentinels. And I will do both sets the same. And you tell me if there is a difference or not. So I'll be standing in here, in front of the Guardian. I will not be doing anything to the Guardian. I don't have ricochet or anything like that. I will open a stat page. My health is 507 to start with. I will not do anything. I will let Guardian just annihilate me. And then I switch to second power armor with sentinels, and we'll see if there is a difference. You can observe the health. It is melting. It's fast. Almost in one burst. So now we are repeating the same thing, pressing the button, standing in front of the Guardian, like that. This time around, the power armor does have on the third star a Sentinel's effect, all pieces the same, and let's see, the same amount of health, 507, and we are doing nothing, waiting to see if this effect will extend my survival time in front of the Guardian. So first burst from the Guardian did not kill us, and second burst did, but after the first burst I think I was way healthier than without the Sentinel, like significantly more health was left after the first hit from the Guardian. So I think at this point the new and improved Sentinel's effect and Cavalier's effect, even though it looks so much worse as we are going down from 75% to 5% to 25% at full set. This previous one is 15 per piece, 75% full set. Here is 25% full set, but there is no bug out component of triggering by chance or not triggering at all. So after the bug is eliminated, even with this much lower value, it is working way better. So I'm really happy with that. I hope you are happy too. That's a significant reduction to damage taken if you have full set of Sentinels from March. And that being said, thank you a lot for watching, let me know what you think, and see you in the next one.